So good evening guys, can you hear me? Okay, so let's start the session guys. Today we are going to discuss about permissions. So file and directory permissions, okay? So how we need to create the directory guys? So how we need to create the directory? How to check the permissions of the particular directory? Yes, how to create the directory? Yes guys. How we need to create a directory with the help of mkdir command. I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of mkdir command. So I'm creating one directory called Pepsi. Pepsi. Okay. How we need to verify the properties of this directory? Yes, guys. How we need to verify the properties of this directory? Which command I need to use to know the properties of the directory? Very good. LL or ls-l. Okay. So we should use ls-l command. So ls-l or ll also can use. So let's see. And what type of properties will have if you try to creating the directory by default? Yes, guys. What type of properties will have? So do you have any idea? So let's see here. I'm trying to creating one directory. Okay. So we'll check the properties of the directory and what type of properties we'll have, we'll see. Okay. So mkdir, I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of root user. Pepsi is a directory name. So how we need to know the properties of this directory? So ls-ld, then Pepsi. This is the properties of the directory. That's it, guys. These are all the properties of the directory. So what type of properties will have? Hmm? What type of properties will have? So ls-ld we should give because it's a directory, okay? So we'll have these properties. So D for directory, you know this. So D means directory. That's it, guys. So D for directory. So we'll have the D in front of this directory. So D directory. RWX. What is this? RWX. And RX. So what is this? RWX is a permission for user. This is user column. Who's the owner of this directory, guys? Who is owner of this directory? Root. Because with the help of root user, I was created this directory. And who's a group owner? Root. And there's a size and timing. So time details, timestamp. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about this part. Okay. RWX permission for user. Who's the user of this directory, guys? Root is a user. He's a owner. He had the full permission. RWX. RX. This is group permission. This is group permission. RX other user permission. RX is a other user permissions. Okay. For example, so what is this RWX? So what is this permissions? What is R? What is W? What is X? So let's see here. R means read-only permission. Read-only permission value is 4. If I'm trying to converting this read-only into the binary, from binary to the numerical, the value of the read-only is 4. Okay. Then W. That means if you provide the read-only permission for directory, we are unable to create the files and directories inside the website. For example, if I'm trying to providing the read-only permission for file, you are unable to edit the file content. You are unable to modify the file content. Clear? Read-only means we can able to read the file, but we are unable to modify the file. So read permission value is 4. So the read value, if you convert into the binary, from binary to numerical, the value is 4 here. Okay. And W value. So W value is 2. So write permission. W means write permission. Almost full permission, guys. If you want, you can modify the file content. If you want, you can edit the file content. If you want, you can delete the file content. So if you want, you can delete the file also. If you want, you can delete the directory also. W means almost full permission. Okay. X value is 1. Executable permission. This executable permission, so it's very important for executable files. So without executable permission, we are unable to execute the file. For example, I'm writing one script. Okay. I'm writing one script. I need to execute the script file. So without executable permission, we are unable to execute the particular script file. So I hope you got it, guys. R, read only, W, write, X, executable permission. R value is 4, W value 2, and X value 1. So total how much, guys? Total how much? 7. That's it, no? Can we write 7 like this, RWX? Yes. So 7, we can able to write the 7 value as a RWX. RWX means full permission. RWX means full permission. So here, the user having different permissions here. Okay. So this is user permission. Who's the user of this Pepsi directory? Root. So root is a user of the Pepsi directory. That means he's a owner. Always owner having the full access. Simple, guys. This is my laptop. Who's the owner of this laptop? Me. I have the full permission to utilize my laptop. I know username and password. I can able to log in into my laptop. Okay. Creator means, so user will have the different types of users approved. So I'm trying to creating the file with the help of root user. If you want, you can create the file and directory. So with the help of normal user also. Clear? Now, so concentrate here. So this is my laptop, guys. Who's the owner of this laptop? Me only. I purchased this laptop. Okay. So I know the username and password to log in into my laptop. Who's the owner of this laptop? Me. Okay. I was created one group called students or something like this. NIT group I was created. I was added few people into the group. So group member, they can able to utilize my laptop, guys. It is possible. Yes, guys. Maybe. So Aparup also one of the member, and then some peoples will have. So in our group. So Aparup, you can able to utilize my laptop. Maybe you are a group member. Yes. So Mahipal, Aparup, these people's all group members. Can you able to utilize my laptop, guys? It is possible. Maybe you are group members. Yes, guys. You can able to utilize my laptop. How? I need to provide the username and credential. Then only you can able to utilize. By default, you are unable to open my laptop. That's it, no? Maybe you are a group member. Guys, please concentrate. This laptop belongs to me. I am a owner of this laptop. I have the full rights to use my laptop. Okay. I was created one WhatsApp group. Okay. In this group, I have the 20 members. Apart from me, remaining people, they can able to utilize my laptop. It is possible. Maybe they are group members. No, always. So this is user permission. That means my permission, RWX. I have the full permission to create the files and directories inside the Pepsi. Okay. And this is a group permission. Who's the group here? Root only. The group name also root by default. So group members doesn't have the permission. We have read and executable. We doesn't have the W permission. That means group members, it doesn't have the access to create the files and directories inside the Pepsi directory. So always, if you provide the permission, definitely we can able to use. Okay. So clear. Now, other users, simple guys, they all belongs to Naresh Information Technology, NIT. So Naresh, admins also, they are unable to utilize my laptop, and then other peoples apart from Naresh IT, maybe some peoples will have some different institution peoples. They can able to utilize my laptop, guys. No, no, always no. So opposite institution peoples also, they are unable to utilize my laptop. So other users doesn't have the full permission here. It having the RX permission. User having the full permission. That means root is a user. The user, he have the full permission. So root user, he can able to create the files and directories inside the Pepsi. He have the full rights. But group members, who's a group here? By default group also root. If you add the members into the root group, so these people that doesn't have the by default access. And then other users also doesn't have the full access to create the files and directories. Got it, guys? Here are humans, so we have the sense. So you people, you're thinking, sir, this is SARS laptop, because of the reason you are unable to utilize like this. So really operating system having the sense, guys. We have the sense, because of that reason we are not utilizing our laptop, okay? So you are unable to utilize my laptop. So operating system really having the sense, guys? Yes. No, no. It's a one software, that's it. It's a one platform. How this operating system, while you're trying to creating the directory, it is providing sensible permissions, default permissions like this. User should have the permission. Group, you should not have the permission. Other users also, they should not have the permission like this. How, guys? How you are getting these permissions while you are trying to creating the directory with the help of root user? So this is a default permission we are getting. How we are getting this default permission for user, for groups, for other users? Yes. Do you have any idea? So let's see here. While you are trying to executing the mkdir command, the one file it will be created. The file means directory it will be created. Okay. So using umask value. I'll tell you later too. Don't worry. Okay, Sachin. I'll tell you later. First of all, concentrate here. Okay. So let's see here. Umask is a value. User file creation mask. Umask. U-M-A-S-K. Okay. So umask. Root user umask value, that means hash. Hash means root user. So root user umask value, okay, 0022 by default. You can change. A normal user umask value 0002. Normal user umask value is 0002. Root user umask value 0022, and the normal user umask value 0002. So umask will form user file creation mask. Umask will form user file creation mask. This umask, it will help to us to provide the default permission for particular directory or file. Clear, guys? How? How this umask value it is providing the default permissions depends upon our umask value to get the default permissions. How we'll get this default permissions? While you're trying to executing the mkdir command, internally one calculation it will happen inside our operating system. So what type of calculation will happen? Now we'll see. Okay. So let's see guys here. So full permission means, can we write 777? How many users will have? User, group, other users. That's it now. Users, group, and other user. So can we able to write like this? 777 full permission for user by default, full permission for group, and full permission other users. Okay. Now I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of mkdir command. I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of mkdir command. So now, while you're trying to creating the directory with the help of mkdir command, so from this full permission, this UMask value it is going to subtract, because we are creating the directory with the help of root user. So what is the root user UMask value? 0, 0, 0, 2, 2. 0022 is a UMask value for root user. Automatically, while you're trying to creating the directory, so inside your operating system, this calculation it will happen. So from full permission, UMask value it will subtract. That means minus. Okay, subtract. So 0, leave about the 0, we'll discuss later. Okay, 7 minus 0, how much guys? Yes, 7 only, no? 7 minus 0, 7. And then 7 minus 2, 5. 7 minus 2, 5. Can we write like this? 7, full permission, RWX. Can we write like this, guys? RWX. Okay, this is for user. Got it? User, full permission. Then group, 7 minus 2, 5. 4 plus 1, 5, RX. And again, 4 plus 1, 5, RX. Read and execute. So I hope you're clear now. So this calculation will happen internally while you are trying to executing mkdir command with the help of root user. So depends upon UMask value, will get the default permission. Will get the default permission. Clear? I hope you got it. So by default UMask value, how we need to check the UMask value? So UMask is a command to know the UMask value. So let's see here. So 0022 is a UMask value for root user. For normal user, 0002. I'm trying to creating one directory called test with the help of student user account. Yes, the directory got created. So let's verify the test directory properties. See guys here, see the difference between Pepsi and test directory properties. So we'll have the full permission per user, and we doesn't have the full permission per group here, RX. But here, let's see here, test directory having the full permission for user, and group owner also having the full permission, because the UMask value of the student user, that means normal user 0002. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear. So now the UMask value of the normal user is a 0002. So now, while I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of normal user, it will subtract from 0002. Then it will become 7. It will become 7. RWX will get if I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of normal user. So clear? I hope you're clear, guys. Now my intention is I need to create the directory, but the directory should have the full permission for other users. What type of UMask value I need to provide? Yes, guys. I need to create the only for other users, not for all. Akhil, please listen the question first of all, okay? I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of root user, guys, okay? while I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of root user, other users also should have the full permission. By default, if I'm trying to creating the directory with the help of root user, other users doesn't have the full permission. Other users having Rx only, but I need RWX for other users. Now, what type of UMask value I should provide? Yes. What type of UMask value I need to provide? So, Maria, that is what I'm saying. So I need to provide the full permission only for other users, not for groups. 0020 guys. That's it now. 0020. 7 minus 0, how much? 7. Then it will become RW. Here. So RWX. I hope you got it. How to change the UMask value? So let's see here. So UMask is a command. So login as a root user and try to changing the UMask value for root user. If you want to can change the UMask value for normal user also, there is no issues using UMask command. So UMask 0020. The UMask value it got changed. See. Now I'm trying to creating the directory call. You can give any name. Okay. Red Bull. Now let's check the properties of the Red Bull. See. Got it? So before we doesn't have the W permission for others. Now we'll have the W permission for others. That means everybody they can able to create the files and directory inside the Red Bull directory now. Got it? Everybody, anybody, they can. Student user, U1 user, U2 user. So whatever, if you want, you can use the user account and you can create the files and directories inside the Red Bull because the Red Bull directory having the full permission for others. Other users, they can able to create the directories, they can able to create the files, they can able to delete the directories, they can able to delete the files. Got it, guys? So like this, you can change the UMask value. Guys, UMask is a command to change the UMask value temporarily, not permanently. Not permanently. So if you close the terminal, automatically you're going to lose your current UMask value and then you will get the previous UMask value. So let's see the issue. So login as a root user. So let's check the UMask value for root user. See. Got it? I hope you're clear. For temporary changes, you're going to use the UMask command to change the UMask value. Clear? So now I'm trying to creating one file with the help of root user. So let's verify the properties of the file. For example, I'm trying to creating one file with the help of touch command, file1. The file1 is got created. So let's check the properties. Now let's verify the directory properties also. So Pepsi directory will have already see the difference between file1 property and then Pepsi property. See here, RW, we doesn't have the X per user by default. R, we doesn't have the X. R, we doesn't have the X for other users also. But in Pepsi directory, you'll have the RWX per user, RX per group, and RX per other users. So we don't have the X guys here. So by default, file doesn't have the executable permission. So by default, file it doesn't have the executable permission. So now how we are getting this? Let's see here. How we'll get this permissions? So it's very simple. So X value, how much guys? X value. So I'm trying to creating the file with the help of touch command. The file name is file1. Okay. Then how to check the list, ls-l, then file1. Then we'll get this properties. I'm trying to copying this properties from here. Okay. Instead of typing. Okay. So clear guys. So we'll have R, W, and then R, and then R. That's it. Okay. So this is a file name, file 1 will have the OR, RW, R, and an R. So it doesn't have the executable permission here. So what is the executable permission value, guys? So what is executable permission value? 1. Executable permission value 1. Okay. Can we do 7 minus 1? Because we doesn't have the executable permission for files by default. 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1 and then 7 minus 1. How much? How much? 6. So by default for files, we'll have the user 6, have 6, and then we'll have 6 for this group and 6 for this other users. And then, so we are trying to subtracting the UMass value. 6 minus 0, how much? 6. That means RW, that's it. 4 plus 2, 6, RW. And 6 minus 2, 4. Only read permission will have. And 6 minus 2, 4. So only read permission will have. We doesn't have any write and executable permission. So I hope you're clear. Got it, guys? So do you have any doubts, any questions? Hello, can you hear me, guys? While you are trying to creating the files and directories, this calculation it will happen. So how you are getting the default permission in the sense? So we are getting the default permission with the help of UMass value. If the interview, they ask the question to you people, okay? They ask the questions again, if you ask the questions like this questions, how you are getting the default permissions in the sense? So with the help of UMass value, we are getting the default permission for files and directories. Simple. We'll have the UMass value. So with the help of this by default UMass value, we are getting the default permission for files and as well as directories. Why 6 minus 1 in the sense, Chandana? Executable permission value how much? 1, no? 7 minus 1, not 6 minus 1, okay? 7 minus 1, 7 minus 1, 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1, how much? 6. 6, 6. And we are going to subtract, while you're trying to executing the touch command, while you're trying to executing the cat command, this calculation will happen. This is for file and this is for directory. Got it? Guys, remember, by default, file doesn't have the executable permission. By default, file doesn't have the executable permission. If you require executable permission for file, we need to provide. How to provide the executable permission, I will tell you later. Don't worry, please concentrate here. So clear, guys? Do you have any doubts, any questions? Yes, no? Okay. So now, how to change the UMask value permanently, I will show you. Please concentrate, guys. So VIM/etc profile. Open this file, go a little bit down. So you can find the UMask value here. See here, we'll have the UMask. 2 UMask values we'll have. 002, this is for normal user. 022, this is for root user. According to a requirement, we can change the UMask value for any user account. Okay. So I'm trying to changing the UMask value for root user. Instead of 000, okay. Instead of 022, I'm trying to providing 020. Save and exit. So clear? Instead of 00, I'm trying to providing 020. Save and exit. Then again, so we'll have the one more file called bash rc. Guys, we should edit this both the file. One is etc profile, another one is bash rc. Open this bash rc and go a little bit down. So here also we'll have the UMass value. This both the files it will be looking similar. Okay, both are similar here. So it will be looking like similar. See here, this is UMass value. This UMass value for root user. Sorry, normal user. This UMass value for root user. So here also I need to edit. I need to edit this both the files. Then only we can able to change the UMass value permanently. Okay, 0207 quit. Then you can check the UMass value now. Still it is showing 022. Why? So because in this terminal we'll have the 022. We need to close this terminal and then reopen the terminal again. So let's check the UMass value. Okay. See, it got changed now, guys. 020. It got changed permanently. If you want, you can reboot. So if you want, you can reboot and let's verify the UMass value. You will have the 0020 UMass value. Clear? I hope you got it. How to change the UMass value permanently. How to change the UMass value temporary? For example, I'm trying to creating 20 to 30 files, guys. I need the same permission. So some different permission, I need to provide the 20 files. So instead of changing the file permission individually, just you can change the UMass value automatically. You will get the permission according to your requirement. Got it? So I hope you're clear. Yes, no. Okay, right, good. Then we'll see how to change the UMass value. I hope you got it. Permanent as well as temporary. So it depends upon your requirement. You can change the UMass value. Okay. So I'm trying to keeping again default UMass value. How we need to keep the default UMass value? Again, we should edit the batch RC and as well as etc profile, both the files. So let's log in into root user. Check the UMass value. We'll have 0020. Now I'm trying to changing the UMass value again. So etc bash RC or etc profile also you can edit. etc bash RC. Then here I'm trying to making 0020 sorry 200 etc. Then again open the etc profile file, and here also we need to, guys, we should edit this both the files. Don't edit one file, it's not going to happen. So it's not going to change. We need to edit both the file. Okay, so you can close the terminal, you can reopen the terminal again, you will get the default UMass value now. What happened? So UMask. Okay, close this terminal. You're unable to close this terminal. Okay, so let's reopen the terminal again. Got it? 0022 is a UMask value. So we got it now. So now we refix as a default value. Okay. I hope you're clear, guys. This is a way you can change the UMask value. So permanently as well as temporary. So how many files we need to edit to change the UMass value permanently? What type of files we need to edit, guys? 2 files. What are they? What are they? So etc profile and then etc bash rc. Inside the etc we'll have this both are configuration files. Okay. Okay. So now my intention is I need to change the permission for existing files and as well as directory. I was already created few files and directories. I need to modify the file permissions. If you change the UMass value, so if I'm trying to creating the files and directories, at the time the file permission will change. Already we'll have existing files. For that particular file, I need to change the permission. How? What will happen? Nothing will happen. So you will get the different permissions. Always you will get the full permission for other users. Philip, if you keep 0020, what will happen in a sense? You will get the full permission for other users. It doesn't require so full permission for other users. Because of that reason, I change the UMass value. It's a default again. Okay. So let's see here. We'll have few commands now. So how to change the permission for existing files as well as directories. Okay. So usually people they will teach only that command. Permission means only chmod. That's it. It's not like this. So internally, what type of process? So it's happening inside our operating system. We should know that. Okay. So let's see here. Chmod is a command to change the permissions for existing files. Okay. So how we need to provide the permission for existing files and as well as directories, we'll see. Chmod is a command, and then u means user. Operators we should use plus minus is equal to, and permissions will have rwx. This is syntax, guys. I'm trying to adding w permission for user, u plus w. I need to remove x permission for user from user, u minus x. I need to fix u permission, u is equal to and permissions. Clear? Like the same way, g plus minus n is equal to rwx, and o plus minus is equal to rwx. And finally, we should provide the file name or directory name, so whatever we want to get inside. We can provide the permission for files as well as directory according to your requirement. So let's see, guys, here. I was created one directory called Pepsi. Guys, so I was created one directory called Red Bull, guys, here. So I'm trying to removing X permission from user into the Red Bull directory. I'm trying to adding the W permission into the group. I'm fixing the R permission for other users. How? Chmod u minus X. I'm removing the X executable permission from user, comma. G plus W. I'm trying to adding the W permission into the group, comma. O is equal to R. I'm providing the read-only permission for other users. To whom? Red Bull directory. So now let's check the list. See, guys, here. We doesn't have the X into the user. We add the W into the group, and then we fix read-only permission for other users. So before C, we'll have the X, we doesn't have the W, and we'll have W and X both. But here, only a read-only permission we'll have. Got it, guys? So like this, it can provide the permission. Apart from this scenario, if you want, you can use numbers also. Instead of using UGO, you can use numbers. 7, full permission for user, means RWX, 7. Okay, 5, RX for groups. Again 5, RX for other users. And finally, we provide the file name. So both are same. Okay, so let's see, I'm trying to providing the permission with the help of numerical values. Chmod 7, full permission for user, 5, Rx permission. 5 means 4 plus 1, 5. So 4 value R, X value 1. So Rx, again 5 for other users. Rx permission for other users. I'm providing the directory called Red Bull here. Then let's verify. See here, RWX for user, RX for group, and then RX for other users. Clear? I hope you got it. Yes, guys. So do you have any doubts, any questions here? Yes, no? Okay. So now let's see here. We'll have the one more option called hyphen capital R. Hyphen capital R means recursively. Recursively. For example, if we have the files and directories inside your directory, for example, I have few files and directories inside the Red Bull. For the directories also, I need to apply the same permission. So at the time, we should provide the recursively option. Just you can provide R option. I'll do one thing. I'll create few files and directories inside the Red Bull. Okay. So Red Bull directory. Then try to create some files and directories here. So touch ABCD XYZ and then mkdir. So dir1 and dir2. So I was created few files and directories here. So this files and directories having default permission. Okay. Now my intention is I need to provide this permissions. So let's see. I need to provide like this permission recursively. Or you can provide. Okay. So let's verify the directory permission ls-ld Red Bull and see here. We doesn't have the X, we have the W into the group, and then we fix the R permission for other users. The same permissions it will apply inside the files also. Recursively. See. Got it? Clear, guys? So I hope you're clear. So like this, you can use recursively option to apply the same permission. So inside the files and directories also. Okay. Next. So I need to provide the same permission for user, same permission for group, and same permission for other user. A is option. A plus minus. Clear, guys? A plus minus is equal to RWX. Then finally, we need to provide the file name. Okay, A means all. chmod A is equal to RWX. Then Red Bull. So let's see here. Let's type penalty. See here. RWX for user, RWX for group, and RWX for other users. So clear, guys? So I hope you got it. And if you want, you can use recursively option also. There is no issues here. Hyphen capital also you can use for A option. So recursively means it will apply the permission recursively. Okay. I need to change the group ownership. So who's the owner of this directory, guys? Who's the owner of this directory? Root. Root is the owner. Now let's see here. We have the Pepsi directory. So who's the owner of this Pepsi directory? So let's check the Pepsi directory properties. See here. Who's the owner of this Pepsi directory? Root. So he only having the full access, he can able to create the files and directories. That's it now. RWX permission he will have for only root user by default. But my intention is I need to change the ownership to the student. Simple, guys. So for example, so Philip is celebrating his birthday. Okay. Philip is celebrating his birthday. So he invited to me to attend the birthday function. Okay. Clear, guys? Is invited to me to attend the birthday function. So I need to attend the birthday. So for Philip's, I purchased one gift. For Philip, I purchased one gift, guys. One gift I purchased something. Okay. So from maybe from market, I visit the so to the store. I purchase the one gift from the for Philip. This gift belongs to whom, guys? Now, yes, guys. I didn't attend to any birthday function now. Still, I purchased the gift for Philip, but I didn't provide the gift to the Philip. This gift belongs to whom now? Who's the owner of this gift? Me only, na? I purchased the gift. I didn't provide the gift to the Philip till. That's it, na? Who's the owner of this gift? Me. Okay? I have the full rights. I can able to use that particular thing, whatever it may be, okay? Because I'm a owner of this particular gift, okay? I attend the birthday function, okay? Maybe evening, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, maybe he called me and then I attend the birthday function. I was given the gift to the Philip, okay? I was given the gift to the Philip. Now this gift belongs to whom? Yes, guys. So the gift belongs to Philip now. That means the ownership it got changed. Now this gift it owned by Philip now. The Philip he had the full access to use this particular gift. Clear, guys? Like the same way, I was created the Pepsi directory with the help of root user. Now my intention is I need to change the ownership of the Pepsi. I need to provide the ownership to the student user. So let's see. If you want, you can create Philip user account and then you can provide the ownership also. There is no issues. How to provide how to change the ownership of the particular directory or file. CHOWN is a command. CHOWN is a command to change the ownership of the particular directory or file. CHOWN, and then we need to provide the username to whom we need to provide the ownership, particular username, and finally directory name or file name. Clear? So very simple. I'll do one thing. I'll create one user add and Philip. Okay? Then hit enter. Okay, I was created one user called Philip. The Pepsi directory belongs to whom, guys? Root now. He's the owner of this particular directory. I'm trying to changing the ownership to this particular Pepsi directory. How to change? CHOWN, then Philip is a username, and then directory name is Pepsi. Now let's see. Instead of root, before we'll have the root, now it became Philip now. Now the Philip user account having full access, he can able to create the files, he can able to delete the files, he can able to create the directories, he can able to delete the directory, whatever if you want, he can able to do. Clear, guys? I hope you got it. So like this, you can change the ownership of the particular directory or file. If you want, you can change the ownership recursively also. You can use capital R option here. That's it. Simple. Recursively. You can use capital R option. And we're going to change the ownership recursively. Recursively. Recursively means what will have the files and directories inside the Pepsi directory. For them also it is going to apply. Ownership it is going to change. Clear, guys? I hope you got it. Yes. Do you have any notes, any questions? Good. Next. So how to change the group ownership? R means recursively. What will have the files inside the Pepsi directory, for them also, it will change the ownership. If I'm providing the R while you're trying to executing this command, so you can use capital R option, then it will assign the permission. That means it will change the group ownership recursively. Realme 6. Clear? Next. So how to change the group ownership? So this is group owner. So group also root here. I'm trying to change the group owner. I'll do one thing. Okay. I'll create some user account. User add U1. Then user add U2. Then I'm trying to creating one group. Group add. Red Hat is a group name. I need to add this U1, U2 into the Red Hat group. How to add the U1, U2 into the Red Hat group, guys? So which command I need to use? user mod hyphen small a and capital G, then group name and then username. That's it, no? User mod, user modification. Clear? Right, adding the user mod hyphen a capital G. Then Red Hat is a group name. Okay, and then U1 is a user account. I'm trying adding the U2 also. So let's verify. So tail etc group. See, got it? U1, U2 is a member of the Red Hat group now. Okay. So now what I'm doing in essence, we'll have the directory called Pepsi. Okay. So this Pepsi directory having the group owner, by default group owner is a root. Now I need to change the group ownership. So how to change the group ownership? Simple. chgrp is a command. chgrp is a command. Then group name, then username. Sorry, group name and file name. Okay, group name and then file name, guys. Simple. So first of all, we should have the group. And while you're trying to change the ownership of the like directory, you should have the user, guys. Okay, ch1. chgrp is a command. Capital R. Capital R also can use, no issues. Group name, file name. So let's see here. How to change the group ownership? chgrp, grp. Then Red Hat is a group name. To whom? Pepsi. So let's check the Pepsi directory from C. So before we'll have the root, now it became Red Hat. See here, before we'll have the root, now it became Red Hat. Now my question is, guys, please concentrate. My question is, U1, U2 user account, they have the access to create the files and directories inside the Pepsi directory now. U1, U2 is a group member of the Red Hat, guys. Now I change the group ownership of this particular Pepsi directory. Now my question is, U1 and U2 having the access to create the files and directories inside the Pepsi? It is possible? No. Why? Why, Mahipal? Very good. Absolutely no. Why? Or what is the reason behind? So we are unable to create the files and directories with the help of U1 and U2 user account. If you want to get verified, maybe U1, U2 is a member of the Red Hat group. I change the group member. So even though we are unable to create the files and directories inside the Pepsi. So if you want, you can verify. Go to cd Pepsi and log in as a U1 and try to create the file. Permission denied. Then exit. Log in as a U2. So try to create the file. Permission denied. So they doesn't have the access. Why they doesn't have the access? Why they doesn't have the access to create the files and directory? I change the group ownership. See guys here. The group doesn't have the full permission. Group having RX permission. Group doesn't have the full permission. So group having RX permission. Now I need to create the files and directories with the help of U1 and U2. Then what I need to do? What I should do now? I need to provide the W permission for group. Right permission for group. Okay. So how to provide? chmod G plus W and Pepsi. See. Got it. Now let's verify. Go to Pepsi directory. Yes, we can. So exit from U1. Doesn't require G is equal to RWX. Already we'll have RX. Just you can add W permission. Whatever if you want you can give it. Chandana, no issues. You can give like this also. 775 also can give. Doesn't require hyphen capital R here, Chandana. Okay. Capital R is option. You need to provide the permission recursively. Then you can So at the time you can give capital R, hyphen capital R. So usually doesn't require here. So I'm not providing the permissions recursively here. Just I'm trying to providing the permission for only FC directory, not for inside the directories and files. Okay. So I hope you're clear, guys. So if you want, you can use capital R also here. Recursively, you can provide the permissions. So clear. So this is the way you can change the ownership and group ownership. You need to change both at a time. Okay. So you need to change both at a time. Ownership and group ownership at a time you need to change. So I'm trying to change the owner and group ownership for Red Bull directory. Ch own. Okay. Ch own command we should use. Okay. Philip is a user. Then Red Hat colon Red Hat and then so clear. Owner and group owner both it got changed at a time. So I hope you're clear, guys. Yes, no. Do you have any doubts, any questions? Yeah, I'll keep history, don't worry. So if you want, you can make a note. So if you want, you can take a snap. You can take a snap. So finish. And there's a command we're going to use for permission in permissions. These commands. You can take a snap. So finish, guys. Okay, good. Okay. And we'll keep history. Please make a note. Any doubts, any questions? File permission. Okay. So I hope you're clear, guys. Do you have any doubts, any questions? How many commands history? So I think like it will store hardly 500 commands, guys. So we can able to increase the history. So we should write. We need to edit some configuration files. Sachin. Okay. So I hope you're clear. Yes. Do you have any doubts, any questions? Yes. No. Okay. Good. Guys, are you doing practical sessions? How many people you are doing practical session? Yes. Guys, please do the practical sessions. So without practical session, you are unable to learn the Linux. Okay. Please. Hold up. Okay, tomorrow we'll do special permissions. Special permissions. If we have the time, then we'll start ACL's theoretical part. Okay, access control list. So we'll do special permission tomorrow. Okay, we are going to discuss about this zero tomorrow. Special permission. Today we discussed these three values, and then this zero value will have the. We'll see tomorrow. Okay. And then I think like Sachin, he asked, so what is 1 and 2? Means inside our directory, we'll have the two directories, hidden directories. Got it? One means only one file. The file having one value. It depends upon your directory size, the value it will change. Got it? It's linked to the size. So if I'm creating some few directories, it will become 3. If I'm trying to creating, so this is only one file now, because of the reason we'll have the one. This 2 means we'll have the 2 hidden directories. I'll show you if you want, I will show you. Have the 2 now. So go to Pepsi and how to check the hidden directories. Got it? So I hope you're clear. It depends upon size, the value it will change. Okay? So I'll tell you what is this dot also, don't worry. This dot. We'll have the dot now. Here. We'll have small dot. Don't worry. I'm going to clear the doubt also. Why we'll have this dot here. So maybe we are going to discuss about this dot day after tomorrow. Okay? Each and every part we are going to discuss, guys. Don't worry. So each and every properties. We finish today from here to here and then here to here. Okay? Okay. So yes, guys, if you're having any doubts, please let me know. So date format by default. So by default, actually operating system, it is going to generate the like time and date. If you want, you can change the date, but you need to change the date format. In essence, we need to write some scripts. So internally, we need to edit. But while you are trying to executing the like date command, then at the time you can change the format. It's not a problem. So date command having few options. According to that option, you can change the format. Okay. Okay, guys. Tomorrow we'll see special permissions and then ACLs. Okay, access control list. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. And if you're having any doubts, let me know now. So I will explain you. More, how many classes we'll have? We'll have enough of the classes, guys. Chandana. So only we completed permissions today. That's it. Special permission, special permissions, then ACLs, then operating system process management, then service management, package management, okay, disk management, and disk management, it will take 3 days. Disk management and LVMs, it will take 3 days again, okay. Again, networking concepts, it will take 3 days, okay. And then SSH 1 day, how to take the backup from one machine to another machine through network, and then uh, boot process, then scripting. 3 days, 2 days or 3 days we'll have. So how many days we'll have still? Hardly 15, more than 15 days we'll have. I think 18 days, 18 working days. Okay. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Yeah, welcome, Chandana. So see you tomorrow. Bye. Take care.